Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of What They Don't Tell You. I'm your host, Jacob, along with the other host.
Aiden, and we're here to bring our perspective on news, facts, culture, and stolen diamonds.
Yeah, you guys heard him right. Stolen diamonds, guys. So in today's episode, we're going to be talking about the 2025 the Louvre Heist. This is a museum that holds prestigious jewels, artifacts, paintings, including the Mona Lisa. And today we're going to be talking about the heist that happened that was reportedly $1.2 million in stolen jewels and diamonds and like precious metals. So, Aiden, you want to run us down for this and then we'll give our opinion?
Yeah, so these guys, I take it they were dressed as construction workers, pulled their truck up, got up on the ladder, the second story, used an angle grinder to cut through the window somehow. I don't know, there's not like pictures detailing that. Then they used that same angle grinder to cut into the cases of some of the diamonds of the Napoleonic era. I think they were owned by Napoleon's wife. So that's actually crazy and worth a ton of money. In fact, they tried to grab the crown that she would have worn, which is crazy, like thousands of diamonds on this thing, and that's not an exaggeration. Thousands of emeralds too or something, so, and gold all inlaid in it, so it's crazy. They did not get to that. They got cut off before that by the guards. Then they escaped. The police found what they think was one of their jackets, and then like a random few tools that they think maybe they used during this.
Interesting.
The concern now, if I can break it down for you guys, is that there's kind of two ways this could go. One of the ways is that the criminals are still in fear of pursuit, and they keep the jewelry close by, maybe hidden, whatever. They keep it close by, as leverage against the police if they're to be caught or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
The other... That's the best case scenario, honestly, at this point in time. That way they're preserved in their original form, everything's good. The danger lies in the fact that if they feel as though they're not being pursued anymore, they feel that they've put a safe distance, they're in a safe area, they have good connections, then they might choose to start breaking this down because they don't want it to be traceable. They're not just going to go up and be like, hey, you want this tiara? Don't ask where it came from.
If they just start to deconstruct them and like cut them into different
melt them
shapes,
down
pieces,
it'll take shaving them in
right?
different shapes.
Right.
Yeah, it's basically undetectable. At that point, it loses all symbolic value too. Anyway, I guess you could be like, this is the cut gemstone of, but it's not the same.
Right.
So, and again, that takes connections, assuming that they don't. I mean, maybe they know how to do that, but it takes equipment, connections, whatever that might take, which is dangerous in and of itself.
For people to stay quiet while
to do that, right? Which is why the police do expect that there's more to it. That it was organized crime, by maybe an organized crime family. I don't know how that works. I'm not part of the mob. Or am I? So maybe that'll give them enough connections as it is, and this is devastating loss to the Louvre,
right.
Or maybe they're lucky amateurs. I don't know. It feels weird to say amateur thief, but you know what I mean. That broke into the Louvre, but they were successful somehow, which is crazy to think about when you think they have armed guards, complex security systems, personal security camera, like all over, and then these guys are like, let's pull up with some masks and construction vests and an angle grinder. We got this, boys.
I'll throw some pictures up right now. They got it was like a lift, like one of the lifts you would use to like get the balls out of the ceiling in a basketball gym. Like it's just like some, and what was it? They took 7 minutes to get.
It took 7 minutes, which is impressive.
That is fast, but I still think it's pretty obvious. Like where's the security at? Like, shouldn't somebody be like, hey, there's a bunch of masks.
There's construction workers in masks on the second floor using an angle grinder to cut through the window.
It's like, is he supposed to repair it? I don't like. What's the call there? And like, who's not calling? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. And I know I'm making a lot of jokes and saying it's impressive, but it is really, it's devastating for the Louvre. Like, I don't want to, downplay that. I'm mostly just messing around, but it is sad. It's to see that history go, to see the obviously very, very valuable things and out of themselves, and in their perfect form. Now they're just going to get shaved down into lesser objects, which is also sad.
Do we know, was like this owned by the museum, or was this like?
Yeah, this is owned by the museum. Everything is either donated or collected, I believe, by some of the people that they have working there. I mean, obviously, we know in the past the Mona Lisa was stolen, however briefly. So this is not the first time. I don't know what the Louvre needs to do, but maybe some perception would probably be good. Maybe less guards on their phone.
there is.
Look,
one
I'm not
thing,
trying to blame any of them, but it just
Yeah.
seems odd to me that they were. And granted, this is obviously very thought out. They knew where to enter. They knew where. This is something that they've probably
How long
they've
was
probably
that
had people in
planned
and
for?
out of there for months. For all we
Right.
know, it was an inside job. People suspect it's an inside job because it does kind of seem like that. Maybe there was someone
Things like
intentionally
this
not
when it
paying attention to
happens.
security cameras, which explains a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But 7 minutes is a quick amount of time and shows you that they knew exactly where they needed to go. So they were. It wasn't just like, hey guys, I'm getting kind of sick of sitting on my couch. You guys want to go rob the Louvre? Like, you know what I mean? Like it's organized or at least very well thought out by some whatever individuals.
For sure.
I mean,
I
it just
feel like
sucks. It does
there was
suck.
a couple. Like, I feel like there's a couple things that they could have done. Like, again, I get it's a museum, so like the idea is to display it for people to look at, right?
Yeah.
But like, there's still like there's gotta be some precautions. Like were they shut down this day? Like, was that something that like was like, because like even like with people in there, you'd think that there would be a lot of recognition that this is happening. A lot of like people calling. Like, was this in the like behind the building? Like, where was this located on the building? Do you know?
It's in the Apollo room, which is supposed to be like 2 rooms away from the Mona Lisa. To my understanding.
So I'm assuming main area, probably pretty close to the front, if I had to guess.
I have no idea the exact location of it. I've only seen the pictures and the room that they broke into, and know that it's in general relation to where the Mona Lisa sits, about 2 rooms away.
I just feel like there could have been something better. Like, come on, like where's the security at? There's a lot of people going in and out.
Yeah.
I just feel like there should be some sort of precaution. This might be an awakening. I would think if the Mona Lisa got stolen, that'd be some sort of awakening. But maybe this will be. I don't know.
Yeah, again.
Hopefully the administration, the owners, and all of that can work some things out to get better security guards. Fire the ones that were working when this happened. Yeah, I don't know. Any final thoughts, Aiden, before we wrap it up?
Well, actually, I have a question for you, Jacob. Like, what are your thoughts on this maybe being, and I know we're not an expert in French anything. I don't try to make myself sound like an expert in these areas. In fact, it kind of annoys me when people try to sound like experts in American politics that are not from here. But what do you think about this being like an inside job? Like, do you think firings will happen, or what do you think we'll see anybody, be like, hey guys, I'm leaving because I just made a large amount of money,
Right. I mean,
like, what do you think here?
most of the time when you see this kind of stuff, it's pretty obvious when it's an inside job. There's a lot of tells that they're like, yeah, like you said, like, I'm putting my 2 weeks in. I just got a couple million.
Vacation in
oddly just went into my account.
Vacation in the Bahamas. I know I'm just a clerk, but
yeah, I mean, you see all the movies where it's like, oh, it was the inside job, it was the janitor, it was the head office guy, and at that point it's like, like there's got to be some stuff cracking down. Like, again, like is privately owned, right? Or is this government owned? What's this? What do we know what the Louvre is?
Yeah, so it's owned by the state. I think the Ministry of Culture, based on my research, operates it.
So I mean, I wonder, like, I was gonna say, if it was privately owned, would that mean that, like, how far up is the inside job? Because
Yeah,
it's
that's
like, at some point
yeah.
you could just take it. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I think with this, it's a little scarier. We see governments are corrupt all the time, so I wouldn't be surprised if it was somebody from the
Wouldn't
inside
have thought of
job.
that. Yeah,
I don't know.
No,
but,
that's a good point. I mean, I don't know how far up you can go in the Ministry of Culture.
Right.
I'm sure. No offense to anyone working in the Ministry of Culture, but I'm sure, like, it's not like, hey guys, I'm gonna call the president real quick.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
exactly.
I'm sure it's like, dang, it gotta go to my Ministry of Culture meeting.
I mean, I wonder if there's any footage that they'll release, anything that's like any scanned key cards, who was in the building that day. Say there was somebody, like a government official, that was in the building the last couple of days, and then that on that day. You know what I mean? Like, stuff like that.
You never know.
Like, where can we find this information?
I mean, honestly, what would make most sense to me is like the guy who runs security cameras,
Yeah, no kidding.
Because that's the person who I want to get to first. Because I'm just like, dude, like, just look, we'll give you $10,000. You just don't say anything when we pop up and delete all the footage or something. So that's the guy I want to get to. Like, I could care less if the security guard in the other room. You might be able to handle that, or you might be able to get by. You know what I mean? Whatever. Or they might not notice. Until later or whatever. But it's like, no, I want to get to that guy that's running security camera.
Exactly.
But I don't know how all that works. I don't know the intricacies, nor would they probably tell me the intricacies of the Louvre's security system. Although I'm pretty sure I could figure it out now. Just gotta get myself an angle grinder.
I mean, guys, nowadays you just need an ankle grinder and a forklift from Lowe's, and you can be a millionaire.
Yeah.
How to be a millionaire in 2025?
Problem. Current economy. The forklift has cost me as much as the diamonds.
In this economy, I wouldn't doubt it.
Alright, guys. Well, thank you for watching.